Hi team, I'm Dave, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to talk about 5 ways you can set powerful and purposeful goals for 2024. This video is for boxers, for boxing coaches, but also for anyone that's looking for help in setting goals for the coming year. So with that said, let's jump in to step number 1. Okay, so step number 1 is define clear and measurable goals. So let's say your goal next year is to be a better boxer. We need that to be a lot more specific. So the question is, how are we going to become a better boxer? For the competing boxers that are watching this, I need you to understand that whether or not you're hitting your goals and hitting your targets is not based on the results of your bouts. It is based on the performance. To say at the start of the year, I want to become a fitter boxer, how are you going to know that you become a fitter boxer? Specifics will help you understand if you're working towards your goals, and more importantly, how you're going to work towards your goals. What is a current problem? What is a solution? This is how I'm going to get from problem to solution. So make sure that the goals you set are specific and make sure they are measurable, because if they're measurable, they become manageable. Write down these goals, stick them up somewhere where you can see them, and not only will that cement these goals into your mind, it will also cement these goals into your everyday actions. Okay, so step number 2 is to break down your bigger goals into smaller steps. Treat your goal and the process to achieving that goal like a pro boxer would a fight camp. So at the end of that fight camp, at the end of the 10-12 week camp, the pinnacle is the fight, is the bout at the end. And we know by following the steps that have been planned and laid out for that boxer every day, every week, every month, every single step is going to allow that boxer to peak when it's time to fight. So if you look at your goal and break down the smaller steps it's going to take to achieve that goal, then we have a plan. Every day, every week, and every month has purpose. Every session that you undertake has purpose, and it's always stepping towards or moving closer towards your end goal. And every time you hit one of these mini goals, celebrate. So celebrate every single little win. Be prepared. Some days, weeks, months, you might take larger steps towards this overall goal, and sometimes they may not be quite as big. Just understand that it's a process and that it's a journey, and making sure that the little steps, like I say, you celebrate when you win them. And by celebrating your little wins, it will help you to build confidence in yourself and confidence in the process, confidence in the journey, and it will also help to keep momentum, which means we keep moving closer towards our overall goal. What you need to remember is every single champion in every single sport started as a beginner, but with consistent small steps, it went on to lead to a massive achievements. So by breaking down your larger goal, you aren't just dreaming big, but you are going to be acting big, just one small step at a time. Team, if in 2024 you want to level up your boxing, or maybe you want to start boxing, go and check out my Fight IQ website. The link is in the description. It is full of fantastic tutorials that will help you begin boxing or help you level up your game. So at the end of the video, go check it out. So step number 3, and what I want you to do is when you're setting your goals, concentrate on the process rather than the outcome. So I keep saying, commit to the process, focus on the process. So what do I mean by that? I mean, do everything with purpose. And training with purpose means that we are going to be setting very good habits. And by setting good habits, this will lead to success. And if we're concentrating on the process rather than the outcome, it's going to help us to stay centered, and it's going to allow us not to get thrown off by things that are outside of our control. And this mindset helps us to become more resilient. So maybe when things don't go our way or they don't go as planned, we know that we've done everything in our power to prepare, and we can take some pride and some satisfaction in the fact that we dedicated ourselves to that process. So focus on what you can control. Make the goal perfecting the process, and simply let the outcomes look after themselves. Step number 4 is being flexible and adaptable. In boxing, as in life, conditions can change. Unexpected challenges can rise, and that means that we need to alter our plan. So for example, we might become injured, and now we're going to have to adapt, because what we don't want to do is end up going backwards. We want to maintain, at the very least, maintain the level that we've got to, if not taking even smaller steps, but still steps forwards towards the main goal. The next thing we need to be flexible and adaptable to is when something isn't working. Whether or not we've done the same thing for months or years on end, and now it's, if we want to take that next step, if we want to level up, we're going to need to change something. And to do that, we need to be adaptable to change and flexible to change and be willing and open-minded to this change. What we need to have is a plan B, a plan C, and a plan D, because the road to success is very rarely straight. It has twists and it has turns, and our ability to navigate this journey, it will make all the difference. All champions are adaptable and flexible. They know when to push forwards, but they also know when to pivot. So the more flexible and the more adaptable you can be will better ready you for whatever comes your way in your hunt and your pursuit of succeeding in your goal. Step number 5 is to review and adjust. I like to say keep your goals in fighting shape. And as we've said before, what gets measured gets managed. So consistently reviewing your goals keeps them relevant and also keeps them achievable. As a non-negotiable, at the end of every single month, set some time aside to have a goal check-in. Now the goal check-in is not to be hard on yourself. It's about asking the question, what have I done well, or what have I fallen short on, and how next month can I put a plan together so I don't fall short again on the same thing. So when forming this plan for the following month, you need to ask yourself, has anything changed? Have some obstacles come up that may slow the process? Or maybe, am I achieving things faster than I thought I was going to? And then you need to ask yourself, is it time to perhaps move the goalposts? So goals, they're not set in stone, and sometimes they need to be redefined just so they continually align with your progress. Doing it this way means that goal setting isn't just a one-time thing, it turns into a continuous journey of improvement. And if you stay committed, you'll find even the most ambitious goals are within your reach. Every single champion wasn't born, they were built. And they were built by setting themselves goals, by staying consistent and taking small steps, training with purpose and making sure they made the most of every day, every week and every single month. So if you want to make the most at 2024, follow these 5 steps when it comes to goal setting.